Okay, welcome to the Movie Lighthouse Special Edition.
Yeah!
I'm here with the wonderful Wyndham James.
Yes, hello.
And the glorious Vicki from the 50-Minute Theatre Podcast.
Bonjour.
What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd drop in because I love to be on a podcast.
And you are going to be on the podcast. We are going to give you a little review of the little-known classic, The Void.
Wow.
I'm sort of excited about it and sort of a bit scared at the same time.
Yeah, explain the selection process for this, please, James.
Well, I chose 7 films that I had never seen from my shelf. I offer them to you two. You both chose 2 films that you liked individually without cheating.
Yeah, I turned my back.
Yeah. And between the two of you, you came up with this little classic.
We did.
We know nothing about it except that Laurie likes it, which is worrying.
It is slightly
I'm not
worrying.
sure it's a great sign.
But we're going to get back to you after the podcast. After the what?
The film.
Yes.
Films are not the same as podcasts.
No, they're not.
That is true.
We're going to get back to you after the film to give you our special review.
Beautiful.
We will,
Fire it
absolutely.
up.
There we go. Alright, so we're back after watching The Void. Okay, can either of you two feign to give me a synopsis?
I think Wyndham would love to give you a
I
synopsis.
would love to give you a synopsis. The synopsis of this film is somebody sets fire to somebody and then a policeman sees a man out in the woods.
Do you know what I feel like?
And then some men in white sheets turn up. And then, what the fuck?
I feel like what you've done is you've given us a lorry synopsis.
Because the reality is, what the fuck is this film about?
It's something to do with some sort of alien species from a void between worlds has infected our world and is trying to take over it. That was my...
Yeah, that's about right. But
there's a whole load of people in white who look like people.
They look like the Ku Klux Klan.
People, KKK with
just normal people
triangles
that you meet on the
their
street.
faces.
And it's set in the 80s.
And then there's a
Was
moment.
it set in the 80s?
It was, yeah.
Okay, fine.
And then there's a moment when there's like tentacles, like the Thing.
Yeah, they come out of nowhere.
And then they never cover that again.
There was a lot that they never covered again. It was an awful, terrible, appalling
So this is
film.
one of Laurie's recommendations.
Yes, thanks,
Yeah,
Laurie.
Laurie.
It was.
So we are going to have to place this solely at the door.
Yeah. I'd have to say that not one single thing in this film was explained.
It made
No.
sense.
No
sense
nothing
whatsoever.
about it.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Awful.
There was a guy that looked a lot like Matt Damon.
Nadine.
It was just
Yeah.
shit. It was just an appalling film.
It just
Terrible.
didn't make
And then,
any sense.
right at the end, they had that dude out of one of the Avengers movies who just turned out of nowhere. The kind of blue guy.
Yes.
Yeah, like a cross between the guy out of
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser when he had no skin and some Flash Avengers guy. Who
Yeah.
I thought it was almost offensive at other horror films that had done all of this well. And even the acting led a lot to be desired, really.
I mean, I just can't say anything. It was good.
No, I agree.
All right, come on, one good thing. What is there any one good thing we liked?
Let me think about it. Still thinking.
Columbo's snoring.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how good this film was.
All right, well,
I cannot think of one single good
I
thing.
really want to. No, I don't even want to. It was terrible.
It was awful.
Even all of the tropes were shit. And
yes.
even the racism in it was shit.
Even the effects weren't up to much because
Was
it
there
was trying.
racism?
It was done
Oh,
in the
just the
style of
dumb-
an 80s horror film, and
I don't think
it was
really
awful.
racism.
All right, so if we
I
had to
think we all feel tired by it all, really.
Oh,
if we
I'm
had to
exhausted.
mark it out of 10, what would we give it?
A
One. I'm known for my harsh marking.
Yeah.
are-
And this is a 1, if anything.
I feel like
Terrible.
I feel like I want to give it a 3, and I'm a generous marker, but I want to give it a 3, and I feel like I can't give it a 3, so I'm going for a 2.
Do you know what? I wanted to give it a 2, and I'm going to give it a 2.
Okay.
Alright, well, it's hit your mark.
So we're doing 2 2s out of 10 and a 1 out of 10.
So we're going for 5 out of 30.
Which
That's
is
poor.
1 out of 6. Is it?
That is poor.
Is that right?
Let me check.
That's right.
What?
I'm just going to check the IMDb review.
Hold on, was that right?
Right.
It's 1 out of
So-
6. We've given it 1 out of 6.
What's the IMDb?
So I look at a lot of horror films on IMDb, and
Right.
I look at their ratings.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and generally horror films are quite low.
Right.
This is a 5.8, which for a horror film on
It's
IMDb
pretty
is
high.
high.
Oh,
And
Well-
that is 25,581 reviews.
oh my God. Well, listen, ours is the only review that counts.
Yeah,
Don't
I
watch
feel
it.
like maybe
Don't
Don't
watch it.
waste your
Terrible.
life. Go and watch.
Awful waste of your time.
All right, if you want to watch a film like this, treat yourself to watching The Thing
Yeah.
or Hellraiser.
Just read the thing on
or
there. Yeah.
what was that? There was that noise. Boom.
I would say watch pretty much any other horror
I
film.
thought you were going to say Pretty
other than
Woman.
this film. Watch
Go on.
Pretty Woman.
What's Pretty Woman?
Hey, come on.
Revert
Great
to
film.
our top list. If any of the horror films rate lowly, don't read them. Don't watch them, but watch the high ones.
Yes.
But if Wyndham's rated films lowly, don't necessarily abide
No,
by
but that's
that.
the beauty of the movie Lighthouse, is because it mellows out my review versus everybody else's.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that'll do for The Void. And except for the thing that really got to me more than everything else.
What was that?
When they finally got to The Void, they didn't call it The Void.
What?
They
No.
called it The Abyss.
Yeah.
What?
Because the void was at no point explained throughout the film.
No.
It's like, oh, here's a triangle on a wall. Oh, it's lights up. We can go straight through it. Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, that was super weird. And The Abyss is a great film,
Yes.
Yeah, it's all right.
I've
It's
not
got
seen
what's the
it.
chops in it,
Just-
hasn't it?
but it's very
Out of,
different.
Robin
Ed
Hood
Harris,
Prince of
all that
Thieves.
kind of people.
Okay, well, listen, if you've got any thoughts on The Void, please write
don't
into the
watch
movielighthouse@gmail.com or find us on Facebook. And please rate and review us on iTunes because no one seems to bother to do that.
Come on, we love it.
Yeah, come on, do it.
We-
And
need
Laurie, can I say, stop recommending films
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that was a shitter.
Get back
Yeah.
to your theatre box. Right, good night then.
Ladies.
Lighthouse.